A very good evening. I'm Aditi Lamba and you are tuned into the Thursday's Vision of Asia South Asian news segment. We hope that this week has brought in much excitement and the festive spirit for all our viewers as we continue to showcase all happenings of this season on our daily news segment. This upcoming weekend commemorates Indian Festival of Dussehra, a festival which signifies victory of good over evil, an important aspect of the Hindu text of Ramayana. On that, wishing all our viewers a very happy Dussehra. More on Indian festival happening across the season and the ongoing theme of non-profit celebrations. Let's begin tonight's segment with the headlines. Ekal Vidyalaya's 2018 Gala raises $3 million, empowering and enabling rural India in New York City. 9 days Navratri Festival 2018, Herricks Indo-US community and Milan seniors in New York. Ek Shaam Jagjit ke Naam with Vicky Kohhli in Fords, New Jersey. More on the other side of the break. Stay with us on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. And welcome again. I'm Aditi Lamba and you're watching Vision of Asia South Asian news segment. Let's begin the episode now, taking a look at our continued presentation of the recently held Ekal Vidyalaya's New York Gala, which raised over $3 million for holistic development initiatives in over 77,000 remote villages in India. Known for its innovative single teacher-run schools in remote, rural and tribal parts of India, Ekal Vidyalaya has raised now more than $12 million this year through 50 fundraising events and 3 galas across the U.S. The funds this year are being raised for literacy, healthcare, village development movements for rural and tribal areas. The New York Gala saw many of the foundation's patrons and dignitaries with an agenda to bring forth more movement towards eradicating illiteracy from the underprivileged communities in India. The event comprised of speech addresses, presentations on Ekal's works, Bollywood star Anupam Kher as the keynote speaker, and the auction which raised $3 million. A great event of Indian American contributions to back home in India. Let's take a look at some highlights.
It is education. We all came to this country for education, and we have seen that the education transforms our lives. Why don't we transform the lives of the people in those villages? One education, little learning, they can go a long ways, they can stand their own feet, and when the village will develop, India will develop. So that is what it is.
What's a message you'll tell the viewers that are watching you on ITV Gold to support these causes? What would you like to tell them?
The same old thing, that let's develop India so that India becomes an important figure. And as Gandhi ji said, India still lives in the villages. India will grow when the villages grow.
I would say that Ekal is the organization that does a wonderful job. We're teaching these children at $1 a day. The $1 goes very, very far in teaching these children. If they don't have this access to education, well, guess what their lives are going to be? Their lives are going to be not too many opportunities, not anything to look forward in life. So this is a wonderful way to get associated with this cause, and we'd like more and more people in the United States to support this organization so that these children in India have a wonderful future.
Thank you so much, and as they said, do support an organization that's really trying to enable through education. Thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. A lot of people hear about Ekal Vidyalaya and all the amazing work they're doing. I keep on asking everyone this one question, and I have to ask you, why Ekal? And what would you like to tell the viewers about the importance of enablement and enabling education to empower the younger generations in India?
Two things. One simple is, if we want to bring India to the developed nation, then these villages must come to that level. And when we say villages, there are young kids, young women, girls both, and we are very active. So they have the same genes as you and me. Given the opportunity, they will shine up.
Why Ekal is, first of all, is because this I know only about one medium which is doing good to the rural tribal children in the real tribal rural areas, in the entire outskirts of India, or covering entire spectrum of Indian states. And those who have visited the schools and all that, they just fall in love with that. Such a great cause. And the second question was that...
What would you tell the viewers if you were to tell them anything about supporting the cause and, becoming a part of it?
Well, the viewers, I would say that if you know to support anybody in the world, it is these children, those who need the support. We all do things for ourselves, but we generally avoid, as a lot of people, and a lot of people do support. It's God's job. It's God who, to people, those who are lovable by God, they are blessed to do such kind of a cause, and I'm very fortunate.
Quite a scene, and I believe in Ekal cause because, as you know, in USA, Ekal started from my home when Mr. Chug was chairman and Mohan Mittal came and Sri Ravi Shankar came, and we launched the Ekal Vidyalaya. That's how it started there in 2000, year 2000, and now he's 18 years old. Actively, Ekal is working here in USA, and from there, look at that today. I understand that we are raising. They are raising committee raising almost $10 million. So that shows from US only. That shows that where we came from first school to $10 million. In one event, and that's a great success, and it's a great cause. Everybody should support, and that's why I come year after year and support this cause.
Yeah, this organization is I think everybody should support it because it helps the women and the children, and especially in the village and tribal area, which is totally neglected. And when the children are educated, automatically it lifts the whole family. Woman is empowered, whole family is lifted. So I think Ekal Vidyalaya is doing great job. It is flourishing all over America. Only today they are doing the fundraising in Houston, in Washington and New York, and they have estimated 10 million project, so it is a great cause, and I'm so happy to be here.
Of course, Dr. Ma, having you here and talking about the importance of education, especially when it impacts women and children, how important do you think a celebration such as this is, and what would you like to say to the viewers on the importance of helping out, especially being Indian Americans?
I think we have been fortunate enough to get an excellent education basics in India, but still there are so many unfortunate children and the women, and I think something like this fundraising, it will go a long way, and I think it's time for us, that brain drain that is coming to Western world, I think has to stop, and let's create a very highly educated India.
And just like going right on to my right, when we're talking about Ekal Vidyalaya, when you are attending this beautiful gala right now, what do you have to say about the organization itself, and also all of the members that have contributed for so many years to really impact the life of so many millions of children?
I think this is an incredible event to sponsor something that is such an important thing to the community. The leaders of the community have come together to do something that brings awareness to everyone, and to be a part of this and to support this is a thrill for me.
And just moving a little bit more to our right, what would you like to tell our viewers of ITV Gold that are watching and that are learning about this foundation? If they were to do something right now, what would you advise to them?
So we should give them good education back home, and we should give those who are unfortunate people back home.
And just talking about the importance of, having women and having children as a huge part of Ekal Vidyalaya. For these women, how important do you think it is for them to get education in rural and tribal India, and for that to be empowered on that level?
Along with good education, good health is very important.
What I've observed in India, because I've spoken to a number of groups in India over the years, is that India has a great value for the importance of education. And I've asked many of my Indian friends. I said, so what motivated you to have such a good education? And they said, it was my mother.
How important is this moment for you? And I'm sure you have had so many moments, in your life with Ekal, but this particular moment, how much of importance does it have for you?
Well, it is extremely important because with the funds, which is very badly needed to improve the educational background of tribal villages, this is an extremely important event, and it also creates awareness in the local community and spreads the importance of the work being done back in India.
Just one question for you, as someone who's basically lived with this foundation. What is a message you would like to give to the Indian American community that lives throughout this whole country? What is something that you want to tell them, particularly after your entire experience with the foundation?
Well, the message I would like to convey is, think about wherever you are today, what brought you there, and should we give the same opportunity to kids who don't have that opportunity today, and can we do something for them to come to that level?
Let's now take a look at New Jersey, which saw many Indian Sufi and Ghazal music enthusiasts come together at the Ek Shaam Jagjit Ke Naam musical showcase presented by Indian singer Vicky Kohhli. Dedicating an evening to Indian music maestro and the face of Indian Ghazal, late singer and composer Jagjit Singh, the event saw several renditions of the iconic Indian Ghazal singer's most popular work. The event surely produced an evening of Indian music and culture for all in attendance. Many shared the excitement in New Jersey, always catering to South Asian arts and performance. Let's take a look at some highlights.
Hey guys, this is Vicky Kohhli, and thanks for coming and joining me to honor the great legend Jagjit ji. After 20-25 years of Riyaz, today I got the courage to do a show on him, and I hope you all will enjoy it. In the modern India, like after independence, very few artists, I think, will remain alive in the memory of people. Even I think after 200 years, some of his ghazals or his compositions, because he was a great composer also, and I myself as a composer think even after 200 years, some of his compositions are going to be loved by people, and they are going to be again and again rendered by different in different arrangements. So that's what I look up to him as a god.
It's an honor to Jagjit Singh. It's an honor to give a tribute to Jagjit Singh, whose death anniversary was on October 10th of 2011. and we're here to perform the show. Thank you.
आकाश का सूनापन मेरे तन्हा मन में पायल झनकाती तुम आ जाओ जीवन में सांसें देकर अपनी सांसें देकर अपनी
And I've come all the way from Pennsylvania to watch the show, which is in the memory of legend Sri Jagjit Singh Ji. And I'm here to enjoy this show because I really like his ghazals.
And it's time for another show break. Stay with us in Vision of Asia. We'll be back shortly. And welcome again. You are watching Vision of Asia, bringing you prime South Asian highlights from all across. Partaking in our ongoing festive season of Indian Festival of Navratri, let's now take a look at another commemoration of the festival and its popular tradition of Garba, hosted by the Herricks, Indo-US community and Milan seniors at the New Hyde Park in New York. The Festival of Navratri, which spreads over 9 nights and 10 days, is one of most revered festivals in Hinduism and is celebrated during the autumn season. It lays the importance on worship of Hindu goddess Durga or Shakti, which represents the energy of the universe in her 9 different forms. With that, let's take a look at how the community gathered and celebrated with Herricks Indo-US community on the occasion of Navratri.
The purpose of this Navratri festival, number one, is to bring the Indian community and Asian community together, having, as I mentioned before, praises the goddess Durga. And the third thing is, whatever proceedings and the funds and the collections we get is entirely going to the Milan seniors. So the whole fund is going back to the community.
Hi, this is Dr. Mayank Patel from the Herricks Indo-US, one of the board of trustee, and I'm wishing all entire Herricks community and people from New York to happy Navratri and happy Diwali is coming in, and wish you all the best. Thanks.
मिलन सीनियर सेंटर तरफ से सबको नवरात्रि की शुभकामनाएं और दिवाली की भी शुभकामनाएं। नवरात्रि का त्यौहार सबके लिए शुभ निवड़े, यही मैं प्रार्थना कर रही हूँ माता जी से।
Hello everyone, wishing you a happy Navratri. I hope your festival is filled with lots of fun and lots of dance.
Ambe Maat Ki Jai. My name is Setu Shah. I'm a volunteer at Milan. Milan is an organization for senior citizens of any background. There is Garba hai jo yahan par ho rahe hain, Garba aur Dandiya. It's for everyone. It's for fundraising for Milan. Milan Center is happening for quite a long time. Run by Dr. Vijay Shah and Rajendra Patel, Rajbhai Patel. But more importantly, it's for help for seniors. जो सीनियर को यहाँ पर जो सुविधा मिलती है यहाँ आके, it's fantastic and this program is very well done. यहाँ पर भी 9 दिन गरबा रास दांडिया हुआ और फिर हैरिक्स में भी 2 दिन हुए. It's very good program, very well done. Thank you very much.
And that is all for tonight's segment of South Asian Happenings. Send us your events or any suggestions to get your voices and organizations on our show. Do write to us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on our Facebook @itvgold. You can also now subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch many of our shows for free. Do tune in Sunday at 11 a.m. to watch our topics of the week. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is Vision of Asia and I am Aditi Lamba. Take care and be well.